Okay, back to the video. Today's video, as y'all can see by the title and thumbnail, this is going to be my top 10 upcoming Roblox anime and non-anime games of fall 2023. One thing I do want to say is this is going to be very different from my other lists, because as I've noticed in previous list videos I've done, I tend to put a lot of games on these lists, like in these videos, and then they just don't come out. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's due to a lack of development, maybe because these developers put dates that they just cannot meet. But one thing I will say about today's video is that for every single game, or at least the majority, I could be up by one or two, but the majority of these games will all be releasing in fall 2023. I hope. I'm sure that some probably just won't, because you know, you can't be too sure, but I try my best to only put on games that I'm sure are going to come when I say they're going to come. I can't speak the end day, I'm not the developers, but I'm gonna try my best. That's all I'm saying. I do also think that this is gonna be one of, if not my best lists. I put only quality games on here, and I gotta say, yo, this list is looking nasty, y'all. Some of these games are mean. But with that being said, if you're new to the channel and haven't yet, the goal is to hit 150K. So if you haven't, what are you doing? Hit that sub button, please. Like the video, y'all, so more of your friends can see it. We're trying to get up there, trying to hit that big 150K. With that being said, let's get straight to the video. Okay, so starting this list off, I have 5 honorable mentions. These honorable mentions, in my opinion, are different from any other honorable mention list I've done, because I just think the quality of the games is a little bit different. Y'all gonna see what I mean. But starting this list off at number 5 for my honorable mention, the first one, I have a game called Golden Piece Adventures. And I know y'all are thinking, oh my god, Chris, a One Piece game? Oh my god, why is this even on here? RLC is coming out. Get this crap out of here. But listen, y'all, I want to say, and I know this is crazy coming from me especially, but I want to say give this game a chance, y'all, because I talked to the owner. He actually DM'd me. He was like, hey, I saw you saw my game, and this is essentially going to be a new Roblox One Piece game without bandits or bandit beating. Apparently this game is going to have a story mode, and it'll go through that, so I'm assuming it'll play out like YBA. And judging based off the sneak peeks this game has to offer, the Kaido, the fruit models, it all looks really, really good. And you can tell they're going for a unique feel here. I mean, even for Kaido's fruit, they're actually allowing you to customize the various elements of it to make it feel like more of your own fruit. I gotta say, I love that. So even though this is a One Piece game right now, I want to put a little bit of faith into it. I want to try. Like, is that so bad, y'all, to just have a tiny bit of faith in a One Piece game? I know it sounds crazy, but yeah, that's Golden Piece Adventure. I'm not gonna say too much about it, because at the end of the day, it is a One Piece game, and it can go one of two ways. We can either go the One Piece game route, or we can try something new like RLCs, and I hope that's what they do. That's what they're claiming to do, and that's why it's on here. So if it does, dope. If not, can't say I didn't warn y'all. But right above Golden Piece Adventure, at number 4, I have a game that I know none of y'all expected, and that is Anime Legends. None of y'all going, Chris, Anime Legends not even in the top? No, I'm not gonna lie. Anime Legends is not going to be in the top on this list, purely because I don't know when the hell this game is dropping. It's been around for like 3 years now. If I figured this game was coming anytime soon, it would be in the top. But this game only has a chance of dropping this fall. It has a chance. It could, it might not. We never know. But yeah, Anime Legends obviously has to at least be mentioned in the list. This game has done an actual surprising amount of damage in the past couple of years, even though it's not released, but it's had a lot of hype. I actually just posted a video about it day after I'm recording this video. Y'all know what AL is. I'm not going to talk about this because y'all already know what it is. Probably one of the, if not the most hyped up game in the anime community right now. The trailer alone is already like 500,000 views for the last one, like 1.5 million for the one before that. So the game is huge. Y'all know what it is. Right above AL and honorable mention number 3, I have Row Fighters, which is a new Roblox kind of anime and non-anime fighting game. I've recorded, I think, 2 videos on it now, and it's just a good game. I won't lie. Row Fighters is just a good game. You can tell the owner actually cares. He's trying to always get it promoted and hyped up. So for those of y'all who've never seen Row Fighters before, it's basically a platform fighter on Roblox. If you play games like, I guess, Dragon Ball Fighter Z, or what's the other one? Guilty Gear. Yeah, Guilty Gear. If you play Guilty Gear, you'll probably enjoy this. I think it's a pretty dope game. I'm not too big on fighting games like that. I'm more of like, I guess, Smash. Does Smash count? Sifu. I like fighting games like those. I'm pretty buns at Fighter Z. I'm okay. I could cook y'all on Vegito, but anyway, it's that Row Fighters. It's just a simple platform fighter. I mess with it. I think it's unique. They have some cool characters like Dio, Thorfinn, Luffy, and owner's always working on it, so that's positive too. Right above Row Fighters, I have a game that I'm actually really interested to talk about, or excited I should say, and that is Hunter x Hunter Resurgence. For those of y'all who played a game called Ultimate Finale, it dropped around 3 years ago or 4, I'm pretty sure, one of those. This was the new Roblox Hunter x Hunter game created by a dude named Viden, and the game had no content, so obviously it died. Obviously, I mean, what else is gonna happen? When the game drops no content on Roblox, it just goes down. That's how it is. But Hunter x Hunter Resurgence is apparently supposed to be the fresh new coming of this game. It's a sequel, And if you look on Vden's YouTube channel, you can see he's actually dropping new videos, I think almost weekly now. So he's actually working on this game, and I love that, because before we were getting radio static. So to be actually like in possession or have access to communication from the game's owner, the anime legends, is something that a lot more games should do. Communicate with your community. We love to see that. But what about Honor Under Resurgence? As my final honorable mention, I have Demon Journey 2. Now I'm sure some of y'all watching are going, Chris, this didn't make it on the actual list, and I haven't played this game. I tried to test it. All I've seen is YouTube videos, so if I had actually played this game similarly to a lot of the games that are on my top 10, probably would have been there, but because I haven't, I gotta put it here. This game looks cool. It looks dope. It's a new open world exploration based Demon Slayer game, and I love that. It's also a very simple Demon Slayer game. The UI doesn't look crazy, combat doesn't look too nuts. It just seems like a simple, hardcore, you know, pretty easy to get, easy to play Demon Slayer game, and that's dope. I mess with that, but I didn't see anything from this game that made me go, okay, this should be in the top 10, but I do think it's worth mentioning. At number 10 on this list, I have a new Roblox Sword Art Online game. This is a game called Bitsy Online, and I actually did recently test this. I won't lie, the game has a lot of potential, purely because they're treating it like an actual SAO game, what you'd think that more SAO games would do. But surprisingly enough, a lot of SAO games, similarly to One Piece games, because this Jutsu Kaisen stuff with One Piece has been crazy. I'll never understand it. But yeah, they're actually following the source material, actually making an SAO game. At the end of the day, when you go to play an anime game, isn't that what y'all want, to play a game based off the actual anime it was based off? I don't know about y'all, but that's what I was. So yeah, I think it's a pretty dope game. Combat was pretty smooth, and it's not even finished yet. So I played an unfinished version of the combat, and I enjoyed it. The game actually feels like SAO. The loading menu at the start, the little drop down menu where you go into first person and actually start playing like a Sword Art Online character. Like you have the whole nerve gear helmet on your head and everything. That's dope. That's dope as hell. I loved it. I'm rambling. This video is, I've already been recording for like 10 minutes. I don't make this video too long, so in the sake of not talking on one thing for too long, the next mention on this list I have at number 9 is Clover RPG. And this is a new Roblox Black Clover game that I just played with an actual interesting story mode. Like you start out as some dude whose family just got killed and all that, and then you have to level up, get your magic, get your grimoire. And honestly, Clover RPG is a direction that I hope more games are taking in the future, because I think they just did a beautiful job. I won't lie. I can't say too much because I didn't get to experience much of the gameplay myself, but I think this is definitely one of the games y'all gonna look out for this year. I mean, I feel like when this game comes out, if Peroxide and Type Soul and Fire Force Online, if all of these games can hold consistent player counts of like 20-30k, then I don't see why Clover RPG can't. I mean, I'm sure when this game comes out, it'll be averaging like 50,000, 60,000. I've seen way worse Black Clover games come out and do pretty damn good. So that being said though, Clover RPG is a pretty dope game. I actually am familiar with both the owners, and they seem pretty hard working on it too, so I think we can expect big things from that project. That being said though, alright, so at number 8 on this list, I have 2 different games, because both these games I'm incredibly excited for, but I won't lie, I kind of see them on the same tier. The first game I'll be talking about is a game called Venture. This is a new open world RPG game where it has so many interesting mechanics, like grappling. Like you're actually on like a zip line and you're grappling from place to place. We did see that in the trailer, and I have no clue how it works or what it's mainly intended to be used for. Obviously it's for transportation, but what's the distance on this? How far can we go? All questions y'all don't care about. Y'all just care about the game. But Venture is a new open world RPG set in a world that seems incredibly dark. The combat seems interesting. The maps are friggin' beautiful. I don't know who did the map building for Venture, but you did your thing. I won't lie, you definitely, that's all you. I don't know how much they paying you, but you need a raise, because your map, oh my god, I need to share. Your map building was absolutely superb. I will not lie. That's my favorite part about the game, is how open it just feels. Like I can go on the map and just spend hours is crazy, but it just feels like I can actually spend time just looking around, exploring. Most games you cannot do that because there is just nothing there. There's no point in exploring, and the game kind of makes an effort to tell you that. Like some games, I don't know if y'all noticed, literally have just like invisible barriers blocking you from, you know, going to certain areas. It's telling you there's nothing you can do here. But with Venture, it seems like there's actual content, which is something that a lot of games lack. And another thing is, it seems like the game's been worked on for a very long time. I'm willing to bet even as far as maybe a couple years, and the trailer we got was with that limited set of development, so I can't even begin to imagine how far they've gone now, because that trailer was like a year ago. Leading into the second game on this list, I'll be talking about Devos of Creation, or my bad, not the second game on this list, but the second game at number 8. This is a new open world, like I just said, RPG, except this one seems to revolve a little bit more about fantasy, magic, mounts. Yo, the mount system in this game is beautiful. You can actually ride, you can actually go out and ride multiple creatures, fly, go on horses, go on land, water, any type of mount you could think of, be it flying, be it riding, pause. Yeah, it's like Pokemon with the mounts. You can basically ride any, yo, this sounds so pause, but the mounts are really cool. The magic is dope. The guild system is cool. It seems like there's a lot to do with your friends. It seems like a game that has a good amount of PvP and PvE. So I think for y'all especially, because I have like a really big diverse audience, like I'm sure you watching right now, you like PvP, you like PvE, you like a mix of both. You're kind of like me, you know. I'm sure a lot of y'all are different. I mean, obviously everybody's different. So I think if you don't like one of these games with number 8, you'll probably enjoy the second one. I mean, if you don't like Venture, go out and play Devos of Creation. Are you bored? Play both. I know I will. I think I'll probably be streaming both these games. But anyway, I'm going on a ramble. At number 7, right above number 8, I have Pocket Anime, which is a new Roblox anime-based Pokemon game. And when I hear that, I kind of think of like All-Star Tower Defense or Anime, was it Anime Warriors? Something. I forgot what it's called. Anime Adventures. Yeah, that's what it was. But this game is completely different from both. It has nothing to do with anything like that. The exploration, you wouldn't think that you'd get that in a Pokemon game, but nope, they took every aspect from Pokemon. And one of the biggest things in Pokemon was the exploration. The fact that you can hop on like a Charizard and fly from this place to this, or ride on. Jesus, why is this so? Oh my. Anyway, y'all get my point. The mounts are great. You can basically go from anywhere you want to anywhere you want. Exploration, kind of the main selling point to me in this game. You can ride on Ace's, was it his Striker? You can ride on Ace's Striker, the motorcycles from Dragon Ball. All of this while actually, like, you know, doing Pokemon, going through grass and boxing trainers, all that. It's just Pokemon but anime. So if y'all like Pokemon, y'all like anime, can't see how you wouldn't like this game. And that's kind of my thing, is if you like both, if you're a fan of both, which I am, I love both. I mess with Pokemon, not as much as I mess with anime, but anime, Pokemon, then you bring them together, they're at like an even level. That's what I'm thinking is gonna go on here. I'm not gonna talk about Pocket Anime too much longer because of that. It's kind of simple. At number 6 out of a Pocket Anime, I have Jutsu Infinite, which in my opinion is probably the most interesting JJK game I've ever seen on Roblox. Of course, there are games like Grand Kaisen, but it kind of just seems like a cash grab GPO version of JJK, whereas Grand Kaisen seems like an actual Jujutsu Kaisen game, where the owner saw it or watched the anime or read the manga, and he said, all right, I'll make it a game off this with interesting concepts. I'll look at domain expansion, I'll look at curse techniques, and I'll actually see, can I make this into an interesting playable game with unique concepts? And then bam, Grand Kaisen, or my bad, Jujutsu Infinite. So the combat seems interesting, the skills seem interesting, the mechanics for this game seem to be the main thing. Like, there's a scene in the trailer where he activates his domain expansion, and then the dude, I guess playing Sukuna, activates his as well. They have a domain clash, which is like a huge macro thing, and then after that they just start boxing. I guess the Gold dude won, so his infinite domain. Wow, this is just like the manga. Oh, spoilers, sorry, never mind. Spoilers sense that out. But yeah, they have like a huge domain battle, and stuff like that is cool, because in those trailers I didn't see not one bandit. It was just pure boxing, just pure PvP mechanics. How so? At number, what is this, number 5, right above JJ Infinite, I have, all right y'all, so apparently I'm an idiot and I accidentally forgot number 5.5 or 5.5 on this list, that being a game called Magi. This is a new Roblox Magi game. I'm not really gonna say too much about it because me being stupid, I forgot to actually include this in the real video. So I will be linking this game in the description down below. Like I said, it is basically a new Magi game. It's open world, it looks unique, and yeah, number 5.5. Sborn, which low-key could be the second coming to Deepoken, y'all. I won't lie, this could be the next Deepoken. This is a new open, I keep saying that, damn. This is a new open world exploration based, I guess, Dark Souls game, because the game looks just like Dark Souls, Sekiro. I see he's going for that vibe. Combat is so mean, man. The mechanics, there's this thing called a fathom counter, where if you dash towards like a spear or like a, I guess, impaling based attack, like, you know, like if I had like a knife, if you dash towards that, you actually just like counter the enemy and punch them. You can literally jump on top of your enemy's head to stun them, to do like a backflip on them, and then come back towards them with like a slashing attack. Like, yo, what? Who's doing stuff like this? Even with Deepoken, the game has some unique mechanics. Oh my god. Even with Deepoken, you know, the game has some unique mechanics for sure, but Jesus, why is it getting so bright? But even though it has unique mechanics, like this is taking it to the next level. If this dude, Rakio, I believe his name is, or Rakio, I'm sorry if I said your name wrong. If you actually continue to go forward with this idea, this game could look amazing. That's Sborn, y'all. The parkour is crazy. You can actually like swing on bars and stuff. The game overall just seems really cool. I mess with Sborn heavily. I don't want to talk about it too much longer because it doesn't have too much stuff, and this video is already way too long. But right above Sborn at number 4, I have a game that I will never never forget about, Aaron C. I got you. And that is Berserker, a new Roblox Berserk game made to create a place where the story of Berserk could be told to y'all. The Roblox, I think that's fire as hell. This dude Aaron C is literally creating a Berserk game that has multiple chapters. So it's a story. This is a story-based game, y'all, and it has multiple chapters. In this chapter, you defeat this dude. In this chapter, you defeat this dude. And the game will actually eventually tell you all the complete story of Berserk, which is beautiful. I won't lie. I wish we had a story-based One Piece game to tell a story of One Piece, but maybe Golden Piece Adventure at Honor Mentions, number 5. Maybe that'll do it. You never know. So Berserker, it just looks crazy. The game is beautiful. Everything about the game just screams quality. This dude Aaron C, I think he made Untitled Combat Arena, and if that makes if he made Untitled Combat Arena, then this dude has a bet, or I think he's developed. So with that money, I think he's gonna be pouring it into Berserker, and that's great. I love that. I love how he took a non-bandit beating game like Untitled Combat Arena. It's a unique game. It's literally just boxing, but it's unique as hell. I love how he took that, then he's using that to make this, which seems to be his passion project. But speaking of passion projects, at number 3, I have Yaiba, which I won't lie, in my previous list, I put it out, and then I saw a comment. It was like, where's Yaiba? Why did you put Yaiba? I was like, no, I fumbled. Like, there's no way I fumbled like this. Yaiba's definitely a top 3 game, yo. This game, I can tell. Yo, this dude, Batsu, he's trying his best to hide as much content as he can, but hey, you can't hide it from me, Batsu. See, this game looks crazy. The combat looks beautiful. What you can do, I'm sure the exploration and all that. This dude Fazzu knows what he's doing, yo. I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. Don't sleep on Yaiba. Don't sleep on Yaiba. I was sleeping on Yaiba, but don't sleep on Yaiba. This game's gonna come out, and I'm sure it's gonna average like 100,000 players. If games like Demon Fall, Demon Journey, Wisteria can come out, average like 80k players, imagine a super high quality Demon Slayer game. Beautiful effects, beautiful combat, actual content, stuff to do, great combat, all that. Imagine if a game like that. And that's all I'm gonna say. That's gonna be Yaiba, yo. I can't wait for this game to come out personally. I can tell this game's gonna do good, and I can tell I'm be on it, probably streaming it, just like all these other games. Real quick, I just want to say that if I could have, y'all, I would have put the RLC's Career Brothers new game on here, Nindon. But the reason why it's not on here is because obviously it's probably not coming out this fall, especially with them working on RLC's, which just happens to be the next thing on the list. At number 2, I have, or you know what? I've changed my mind. At number 2 and number 1, I'm fusing these into one, y'all. So we'll just call this number 0. At number 0, we're skipping past number 2. I have 2 games, being RLC's. This is the GOAT. What else is there to say, y'all? It's the GOAT. As I'm recording this, I have a RLC's video coming out in like an hour. This game looks beautiful, and not only that, it's transforming what a One Piece game on Roblox can do. It's going, okay, you can sit here and beat up bandits if you want to, but we'll be doing something different, and I love that. They're being unique. They're rewriting the story. They're changing it. The Devos roots. How did this game release with everything that it took GPO 3 years to get? I don't understand that. Like literally everything, y'all. Not even just like some things. They're dropping with, I think, pretty much every single fruit GPO has now and more. They're dropping with Dressrosa, which it took Grand Piece a full 2 years. I bet no, a full like 3 years to add. So this game is really just excelling in the category of One Piece. It's gonna be so difficult for games that are based off One Piece to come out and even compete. Like, why not just play RLC's, especially if the game is going to be free? I don't know. But at number 1, or I guess at number 0, right next to RLC's, I have Holy War X, which the only reason why I have this the same tier of RLC's now is because I actually played the game, y'all. Alpha X actually allowed me to play Holy War X, and he showed me the stuff I was sleeping on. And the game looks beautiful. Like, I don't know how to put it into words, y'all. Holy War X, the amount of stuff you can do, the amount of stuff that Alpha plans on adding, it's ridiculous, y'all. Y'all know how Gear 5 is most, and it all comes back to One Piece. Yeah, I know. It's a One Piece channel, y'all. I'm gonna keep talking about it. Y'all know how it all comes back to like Gear 5, the most ridiculous. It's like the most ridiculous thing in the world. Holy War X, it's freaking ridiculous. The stuff you can do, like you can literally become Sanji if you want to. There's so much stuff about Holy War X that I could talk about, but I'm not going to, because if I do, this video is gonna be like 30 minutes long. So all I'm gonna say is, just wait. Just wait, play Holy War X. I promise y'all gonna enjoy it. If you don't, you'll have to at least admit that the game is quality. That's what I've come to, like a consensus. Even if y'all don't enjoy Holy War X, you gotta play the game and be like, damn, this is a well-made game. And honestly, I feel like at the end of the day, that's all anime developers should aspire to. Because not everybody's gonna like your game. But if they can at least say this is a good, like, well-made game, I think that's all you can really ask for. So with that being said, y'all, this has been my top 10 upcoming games of fall 2023. Did I miss any games? Did I leave any out? I already know I'm gonna get some comments like, Chris, where was this? Where was that? I won't lie, y'all. My memory just fails me sometimes. Truthfully, it just be failing me. That's on me. I'm sorry. But hopefully y'all enjoyed. If you're new to the channel, please hit that sub button with so close to the game. Please, I'm begging, what are you doing? And I will see you guys in the next one. Later.